Hey everybody, thanks for coming today to our Monday session. Now, of course, today is an important day if you are promoting and trying to build your email list and also earn commissions from affiliate marketing. And that is because it is launch day. So today, just literally moments ago, we just relaunched one of our older websites, 100% Mailer, which has been down for a few months due to some technical issues, but I've been working hard for the last few days to get it back up and going. And these kind of event marketing, like promoting a launch versus just promoting the same old thing over and over again, day after day, that's been around for a long time, is a great way to be able to increase the results from your marketing. And that is simply because people always love something that is new and different. You have to remember that when you're marketing, what you're trying to do is you're trying to influence people. You're trying to get people to pay attention to what you are, the message that you're trying to get across to them, and you're trying to get them to take some kind of action, whether it's to join your email list or buy a product, connect with you on Facebook. All of these things are actions we're trying to get people to take. And when we get someone to take an action that we want them to take, we call that a conversion. So if you want to convert more people, then you have to give them very compelling reasons as to why to take that action. So if you're just promoting the same old thing that everybody else has been promoting and they've seen it 100 times already, the likelihood that they're going to take action when they see yours is much, much lower than if you promote something new and different that they haven't seen before. So we are constantly changing up offers. So I'm doing it myself with all the marketing that I'm doing it. I'm doing it with the products that I create and relaunch. And of course, I'm doing it with my Your Success Advantage team, who are promoting the different things that I advise them to promote. So I'm constantly creating new offers to keep those conversions high. Because if you want lots of signups, what you have to do is you have to have a high converting offer that is going to turn the least number of visitors possible into the most number of signups possible. If it takes you 500 visitors to get one person to join your offer, that's not nearly as good as if it only took 100 visitors to get one person to join. The same amount of visitors would get you 5 times as many signups. So that's why launch days like this are so important. And the other thing to remember about promoting launches and anything that's new is that it's important to promote early, because from the second it goes out and people start promoting it and sending traffic there, it's starting to get old. So people are seeing that offer. I always term this, and people who are watching these, who watched a lot of my videos, will probably get a little sick and tired of hearing this, but I always call it the low-hanging fruit. If you're going to pick fruit from an orchard, you want to get in before anybody else is picked, because there'll be lots of apples low on the branches that you can grab without even having to get a ladder. If you come into the orchard after people have already been through and picked all the low-hanging fruit, it's going to take a lot more work to get the same number of apples. Well, launches create low-hanging fruit for your promotions. When you get out there and you promote early, then you're going to get more signups than somebody who doesn't start promoting until day 3. So timing is important. Today, for this launch, will be our absolute best converting time that you could possibly imagine. So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of it. Okay, so that's what we're going to do in our section here today. Is I'm going to show you how I take advantage of it. People like watching these videos of me promoting because I narrate as I go and kind of share with you all of my tricks and tips on how to get the most amount of traffic in as short a period of time as possible. I'm not going to go in depth into the methodology that I use, but I am going to kind of briefly skim over it There's more details in the videos that I've shared elsewhere in this program, and there's also more details in great detail inside the 10-day sign-up challenge on Facebook and the 10 hours of training that I did in there. So today, I'm just going to get out there, I'm going to promote, and what we want to do is we want to take cold traffic from people who do not know who you are, and we want to send it to the sign-up page of the 100% mailer launch, or whatever launch you're promoting right now, and turn that into signups on your email list, signups in the program under you, and then those signups ultimately have the opportunity to be able to purchase and become earnings and commissions for you. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to share my screen, and then I will show you how I do it. And what you're looking at here on my screen right now is my traffic and conversion spreadsheet. And again, this is something I went into detail with in the 10x Mailer 10-day sign-up challenge. So if you go to facebook.com/groups/1010x mailer, then that will take you to the group. You can join the group if you're not already a member, and there's 10 videos there to show you how to really maximize, double, triple, quadruple the amount of traffic that you're getting with the same time, effort, and money. So we created this spreadsheet as part of that group, and essentially this is just a list of all the free traffic sites that I use to promote whatever I'm promoting. So I use free traffic sites like Safelist and solo ad sites, etc., to promote my offer and get it out to strangers. My goal with these kind of converting offers is to turn strangers into friends, or in other words, subscribers on my list. So if I can get a stranger who does not know who I am, who I don't have any connection with, who is not on my email list, and I can get them to join an offer like 100% mailer that's integrated with my list, then that's going to put them on my list. And now I have the ability to be able to communicate with them. So now I can work through the emails that I share to turn that stranger into a friend and turn that friend into a customer. And that's how sales are made in 2021. So my whole goal is to go out where all kinds of people don't know who I am or are not on my list, and try to give them an offer that's going to make them want to get on my list. And today, that offer is the 100% mailer launch, because we're giving away 3,000 credits to every new member who joins. And that's a great bribe to get people to put in their name and email address, join the program under me, and then have 100% mailer, put that person on my list. So my conversion spreadsheet here has 2 tabs. I'm just going to put tab. It's just inside Google Sheets. If you want one of these, you can leave a message under this video if you're watching it on YouTube or you're watching it in Facebook, and I can create one, send a copy to you, or you can send me an email at Matthew, MATTHEW, at justaskmatthew.ca. So if you send me an email there, tell me you want the conversion spreadsheet, I'll create a blank one of these for you, and then you can put your information in it. So the 3 steps to getting the most traffic possible, as we've outlined in the different trainings that we've done and inside the extreme traffic system, is the first thing you have to do is you have to plan your promotions. You have to know what it is that you're going to promote so that you can maximize the time you spend promoting and minimize the time you spend thinking and deciding on a promotion day, hey, what do you think I should promote today? So that's the important first step. So I do that planning of what I'm going to promote in advance, generally a week in advance, and I do it on this sheet. So you can see this sheet's fairly simple. It just has different columns here. One has the date, the day of the week, just to remind me what day of the week it is, because I sometimes switch promotions around based on the day of the week, and then what I'm planning on promoting. So you can see that all week for the next 7 days, I plan on promoting the 3,000 credit bonus at 100% mailer. And then I'm going to promote some new bonus that I'm going to come up with that will start a week from today, next Monday. Now, the reality is you can plan this out, and if you're promoting multiple things, you can decide, hey, I'm going to promote this on Monday, I'm going to promote something different on Tuesday, something different on Wednesday. The thought process that goes into it is planning out what you think is going to turn the most visitors into the most number of signups possible. So you can make these plans. Now, you have to be ready to be able to change it on the fly, because it may turn out that conversions on this 3,000 credit offer are not as good as I think they're going to be. And I might switch over and come out with a new bonus or an added bonus on Wednesday or Thursday. I can't say that until I put the offer out into the market and see how they respond. You can think that whatever you're promoting is the greatest thing in the world, but it really doesn't matter what you think. It only matters what the market thinks. And when you do it a lot, like I do, then you kind of get a good feeling for how you think the market's going to respond because you have previous experience. But I'm wrong all the time. You know, I have plenty of times that I think something's going to be very good and it turns out to not be good. And then there's times where I think something's going to be okay and it turns out to be fantastic, right? That's the learning process. Marketing is constantly experimenting, trying new things, seeing the results, learning from that, taking that experience into the next time you do a promotion. So this is what I plan on doing. So obviously today is the day I'm concerned about. And of course, I'm going to be promoting the launch because it's launch day. So then the question is, where am I going to promote it? Where am I going to send these messages and these emails from? And that's where I use my traffic site sheet here. So this is not all of the sites that I belong to, but it's a good number of them, over 100 different sites that I belong to. I belong to like 700 different sites, but the reality is I don't mail 700 sites. I don't even mail 100 sites regularly because I mail them based on which ones are the best converting sites. So there's the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule. And the 80-20 rule guides all these kinds of actions and decisions we make. 80% of your signups are going to come from 20% of your sites. So I could mail 500 sites, but even if I sent mails all the time from 500 sites, 80% of my signups would come from just 20% of them, or 100 sites. So 100 sites would generate 80% of my signups. Well, what that means is that all the time and the effort that I put into mailing those other 400 sites, all of that time only generated 20% of my results. I probably would have been much better off just not doing it. Because yes, I might have got some more signups, but there was a declining value in the time I was putting in. So on the sites that are the best converting site, I might spend an hour of my time or $10 of my money, and I might get a few signups. However, on the worst converting sites, I could spend an hour of my time or $10 of my money and get 0 signups. I don't want to be wasting my money on sites that don't convert. And if I'm earning my credits by trading my time, by clicking links, I don't want to be wasting my time, because time is money. So you got to concentrate and order your sites in this list based on what are the most likely to generate signups for you. So I use a particular process to do that again, I explained and showed exactly how to figure it out in the more in-depth videos that are part of the 10-day sign-up challenge. So if you go to facebook.com/groups/1010xmailer, then I'll get you access for free to those 10 hours of traffic training. But essentially, all of my sites break into 4 categories. Category number 1 are the sites that are converting for me. So these are sites that in the last 30 days, I've actually gotten signups from. And they're all listed as category 1. As you can see, I've got lots of category 1 sites. Those are the sites I want to mail first because they're already proven to generate results for me. Then category 2 are the sites that are listed as best converting at whatever the most current launch in my system is. So the most current launch in my system, I'm not counting 100% mailer because we don't have enough data yet. Since it just launched in half an hour ago, we don't have enough data yet to have a best converting sites list. But at this point, I would be looking at Extreme Traffic System, which we launched 2 weeks ago, because Extreme Traffic System, what converted for Extreme Traffic System will probably convert well for 100% mailer. So those sites I've listed in here as category 2, and you can see I have a priority column right here. So you can see next to each site, each traffic site, I have its priority. Then, well, what if I run out of sites after category 2? You can see my category 2s go down to, about 45 sites. So about 45 sites are category 1 and category 2. Well, what if I want more traffic than that? What if I mail all those and I still have time left over to be able to earn more credits and send more emails? Well, then I want to go to category 3. And category 3 use my TrafficWise feature, which you can find inside the members area of 100% mailer. Let me just go over there for a minute because I need to go there anyways. All right, 100% mailer. I'm just going to log into my account here. Hopefully it'll all work smoothly, and it did. Okay, so here inside 100% mailer, you'll see there's an option here for TrafficWise. When I go to TrafficWise, I can look at the top 50 converting sites. And what this shows you is which traffic sites were the best converting in the last 30 days out of all the traffic that was sent to my network. So all the different offers, over 100 different offers that people were promoting, affiliates, people in Your Success Advantage, myself, etc. These are the traffic sites which have the highest conversions, meaning the least visitors to generate one sign up. So you can see top of that list is Extreme Traffic System. Thank you, I'm very proud. That is my latest launch, and you can see that it's converted across all the different offers on my system at 53 visitors per sign up. So on average, other people that are using Extreme Traffic System are getting a sign up for my offers for every 53 visitors. So if you send an email or two there, you're probably going to get a sign up. That's something you want to be promoting at. You can see that as you go down this list, the numbers go up. Now compare that, say, to, and I'm just pulling one out of a hat, your huge list here, which is in 23rd position. Here it's 261 visitors per sign up. So that means it's going to take 5 times as much traffic from this site in order to get the same number of signups as at Extreme Traffic System on average. So these sites I definitely want to be sending from. And you can see there's quite a few of them. There's 50 of them in here. Now, 261, I highlighted out that one. 261's good. So for a Safelist mailer, 261 is good. There's no reason that you would say, well, I don't want to promote there. It converts at 261. However, you do want to promote at Extreme Traffic System, Million Leads for Free, Referral Frenzy, etc. first. So you want to work your way down in the priorities. That's why we have the spreadsheet. So though that's category 3, ones that TrafficWise says are best converting. And then category 4, priority 4, are the sites in TrafficWise that generated the most conversions. So there's a difference between top 50 converting and top 100 signups. And the difference is that some sites don't convert great in the number of visitors it takes to get a sign up, but they generate so much traffic that they make up for it in volume. So when we look at top 100 signups, these are the sites which brought in the most signups over the last 30 days, irregardless of conversion rate. So you can see that, for example, 10x Mailer, another one of my sites, brought in more signups than Extreme Traffic System, but didn't have as good a conversion rate. but that's because it sent twice as much traffic. So it made up for it with volume. And if you look at sites like Lead Sleep or State of the Art Mailer, etc., Herculist, Free Advertising for You, these sites are not on the other list because their conversion rates aren't as high. A site like Free Advertising for You or Herculist doesn't have a great conversion percentage, 371, 819, 915, but they send so much traffic, they make up for it with volume. So these would be further down on the priority list, but I still would rather promote at these sites than a site that isn't listed at all. If it hasn't gotten any results for me, it hasn't gotten results for anyone in the last launch, it hasn't gotten any results for anyone promoting any of the offers, both as either a best converting or as a top 100 traffic site, you probably shouldn't be spending your time there. I mean, you can test it out, but if it didn't generate results for you when you tested it, and it's not working for anyone else, that's probably a waste of time and energy. So devote your time and energy to the sites where you're most likely to get signups. So I used my traffic and conversion spreadsheet and taught you how to use this sheet in the other videos. And it also keeps track of how many days between that you can mail, when I last emailed, when I can send a new email, whether I can email today or not. And then as I'm going through and doing the mail, I'm making a note of which sites I need to earn credits at. And then if there's any other notes, like a site being down or etc., you can see I have 100% mailer is currently down. Well, it's obviously back up now, so I want to change that. And here I have a note that all of these sites are in the speed mailer. The speed mailer at my sites allows you to be able to mail all the mailers at my sites with a single mail. And that's the first place we're going to go and send a mail because, as you can see, they're all priority 1 sites because they generate signups for me. So, but I don't need to go to each one of these sites and send a mail. I can just send it from one and then clone it to all the rest. So you can see that they're all in here. And so it doesn't really matter which one I pick to send my mail from because I will mail it from anyone. Now you see, I also put in here the members area link, and that gives me the ability to be able to pop right over to that site. Now I hold down the control key on my keyboard and click this link because what that's going to do, I'm just going to move 100% my 100% mailer out of the way. What that's going to do is it's going to open it in a new tab without switching me to that tab. Right, we'll mouse over it, get the link, click, and you can see it just opened it here, but it didn't switch me there. So I can go down this list and I can open multiples, pop them in new tabs without switching back and forth. All these little things save time. So here's viral URL. Sorry, I gotta move my notes off there. So viral URL's been a good performer for me. So I'm gonna hold down. List shows, good performer for me. Click. Now, email list pros has worked well for me. Right. The way Google Sheets does it, you have to select it, then mouse over it, then click this link. Leads and Profits, another Frank Salinas site, has also done well for me. Tezermail. Now, note, I marked here on Tezermail that I needed to earn credits. I can't actually send a mail from Tezermail because I think I still need to earn credits there. But I'm going to go over and check. If I'm not keeping my spreadsheet up to date, which I have to admit I am not the best at, because this is generating traffic's not my primary role. My primary role is converting your traffic. So go ahead and click on that. Hercules, let's go there. Jones Fritz, let's go there. So you can see I'm opening all of these mailers here. So we left off. So I've got, how many do I have open now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go for 10 just for fun. State of the art mailer and mails. Okay. So I've got 10 different mailers open here. So now what I want to do is I want to go to each one and I want to log in. So I use Control Tab. You can see I'm on this tab, the Excel tab right now. So if I hold down Control and press Tab on my keyboard, it takes me to the next one. And then I'm going to go ahead and log in there. And then I'm not even going to sit around and wait. I'm going to go to the next one. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log in there. And then I'm going to go to the next one. And I'm going to go and log in there. I'm trying to automate the system here, right? So here, log in. Now, if I run into a problem with any of these mailers, I can't log in. They want me to re-verify my email address. I get in there and discover I don't have any credits. Then I just close it, make a note in my notes in my spreadsheet, because I'm going to solve that later. What you want to do is you want to batch your tasks together. You can send emails from a whole bunch of sites really efficiently if you don't get caught up in going down the rabbit hole of any one particular site. So if I just keep doing this, and then I need to log into Herculist. And the reason I'm logging into all of them is because I want to get them all to the point where I'm going to put in a mail. And then when I do that, then I can just copy once of the copy that I want to send and paste at 10 different sites. So log in here, Control Tab, log in here. My account. It's got two saved. I don't know which one's which. Nope, not that one. Must be this one. Skip, log in. Now you see I've gotten to the end. If I press Control Tab now, it's going to go all the way around back to this first tab again. I don't want to do that. So now what I want to do is I want to go through them all and get them to the point where I'm ready to send my mail. So I might as well start here. I'm going to skip all the one-time offers. And when I get in here, I'm going to click on Send Mail. Send the mail, fill it out. So now I'm on the form where I put in the mail. So you can see, and obviously I'm ready to go with that one. So I'm going to go back to where I started with this first one. I'm going to say Send Mails, send an email, send it to all the members. I have to schedule it for future date because it never lets me send on the day that I put the mail in. Choosing the time. I'm going to send it at 8 a.m. tomorrow. It's a little glitch in the system. You'd think I'd be able to put in a mail whenever I want, but unfortunately, that's not the case. So I've got this one to the point where it's ready to be pasted into. Now I'm in viral URL. So let's go to the members area. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a little problem with this one. And it is because I have my VPN on. I discovered that, so I'm just going to turn this off. A nice little secure VPN that I use mostly when I log in, but unfortunately, viral URL does not work with my VPN. Okay, there we go. So I'm in viral URL. It took me a couple of weeks to figure out that that was the problem. So skip one-time offer, continue login, go ahead and send my mail, send mail, send mail. Here I am on the mailing page. That's where I wanted to get. One-time offer again. I can just press End on my keyboard. It will take me to the bottom of the page. Click on that. Press End on the keyboard. Takes me to the bottom. Click on that. Continue to the members area. Now, of course, I've gotten fast with this because I've done it a lot. I know exactly where to click on every site. You know, you might have to stumble around a little when you're getting started out, but once you get used to it, then you can be as fast as I am, probably faster. All right, mailer. So that one's ready to mail. Here's Tezer. No thanks. Now again, I noted I wasn't sure if I had earned credits here or not. It says you can use up to 0 credits. So I was right. I don't have any credits here. So I want to make sure that I have that marked, which I know I do, that I need to earn credits here. It is marked as yes. That when I go to earn credits, this column, where do I need to earn credits, is my guide. So I'm just going to close this because I can't obviously send there. I'm back here to Herculist. So let's close out this. And I want to go to the add mailers and continue to the add mailers. And so I can submit a mail here for the regular mailer. I can submit a mail over here for the credit mailer. So I am actually able to submit both if I want. Let's go to the next site, Jones Fritz. Not sure if I have credits here. 633, so I don't have enough to mail everybody, but I have enough to mail some. So let's do it. Okay, so I got that one to the point of the form. Close. Let's continue to the members area. Now, I'm just going to skip these for the sake of what we're doing here. No thanks. Pass all the login offers one time. And then down here, I have a membership that allows me to mail 5,000 without credits. So I'm going to click here. Now I'm at the point where I put in the URL. Control tab, switch to the next one. So I have these all lined up, ready to go. So then the next question is, well, what am I going to email them? Well, I sent you swipe copy for the launch, and I'm going to go find that over here. This is actually where I send my mails to you from, which is ConvertKit. And I'm going to definitely be mailing everybody in here once I'm done mailing, doing my demonstration here to the cold traffic. But what I want to do is I just want to take a look at the email swipe copy I came up with. So I'm going to use same swipe copy you did. So you can see here, this is one of the subject lines. Now, what I want to do, and I've shown this in these videos before, is I don't want to use the same subject line at all the sites. That's why I give you 3. So you can rotate them, switch them around. You can even write them and make your own. But what I'm going to do is I'm emailing 9 sites. I got 3 subject lines. So every third one, I'm going to use that subject line. So that's there and that's there. Then I'm going to go back over here to my copy. I'm going to get the second subject line, Control-C to copy. We're going to use that one, a viral URL. Oh, I never took this one to the mailer, random mailer. Subject of my email there. And then I'm going to skip to leads and profits, skip to state-of-the-art mailer is a little different. I have to put the URL in here first. So I'm just going to type it in because I know what it is. But normally you would be copying and pasting. Just every mailer is going to be a little different in how they deal with the putting the mails in. So again, you'll get used to it, you get used to the system, and as you get more and more used to it and you learn more about it, you'll get faster and faster. Okay, so they have to check the URL first, other sites check the URL second. So, there will be a little variation. So since now I still should have my subject line there that I wanted to use, and now I'll get the last subject line. I'm going to use this on the last 3. Now you could have done, I alternated them, but you could have done the first 3, one subject line, the next 3, a different subject line, the next 3, the third subject line. But ultimately the goal here is we're just trying to alternate it around so that people's mailboxes are not full of your offers all with the same subject lines. So I'm going to use a regular mailing here in Herculist. And we're going to use that subject line. So that's the subject lines now in all of them. So you can see when you set it up to be able to just copy, paste, 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 it's much faster than going into each one, send a mail from the first site, then send a mail from the second site, then send a mail from the third site. Here, we're just being more efficient. So here's the email body. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to stick that in here. Now the email body, I use the same everywhere else. And I like to put my name on it, just make it a little more personal. So then I'm going to copy that again. And I'm just going to paste that in every one. So I can paste, Control Tab, paste, Control Tab, click, 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 paste. I got it just once there. Yep, okay. So, and then I'll go back to my copy and, oh, well, actually, I'll just get my URL from where I already typed it in. My URL's not in the email. You obviously, if you go to the members area and get that, I'll do it just here to show you. This is 100% mailer I'm in now. So if I go to promotion tools and tracking, referral pages, there's my URL. So if I click on it, it selects the whole thing, Control C to copy it, and now I can just paste that in each of where it asks me the URL in each place. Now again, Control Tab, some places are different. Like viral URL doesn't have a URL box. You have to put it in the mail itself. That's just how their system works. So again, you learn these things. Here, I have to put it here, Control V, Control Tab. Click on site URL, Control V, Control Tab, Control V, Control Tab. Here I have to put it here, Control V, Control Tab, Control V, Control Tab. And I already put it in state of the art because you do it there first, as noted, Control V. Okay, so now I put in the subject line, the email body, and the URL at all 9 of these sites that I can mail right now. So now what I want to do is I want to do each one at a time and take the mail through to completion. You want to pay attention to the final details as you're submitting it to make sure that it is indeed going to promote what you want to promote. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to start with WebBiz Insider, one of my sites. And I'm going to say, click to check my email links. That's the next step. So I looked to make sure the subject line was right, the text body was right, the URL was right. Now I have to test any URLs in my message. So I click on that, it's going to pop it up. Now I could, if I want to be super efficient, go ahead and skip to the next page while I'm waiting for this one to test. I'm not going to do that for the sake of this because I want to be jumping around in this video. So link was approved. Okay, okay. And now next step. Now this is the speed mailer. So because my WebBiz Insider account is linked using the affiliate sites link here to all of my accounts at all my other mailers, I can send it from all of these sites at once. Now you see it's not letting me send it at Power Station Traffic, Dependable Ads, and Extreme Traffic System because it says another email is blocking that time slot. So I already have an email that's going out tomorrow at these sites, so it's not letting me mail these ones tomorrow, but it is letting me mail all the rest of these. The other message you might see is that it won't let you mail because you don't have enough credits. If it won't let you mail because you don't have enough credits, go back to your spreadsheet and mark it as earn credits yes, okay? So, so obviously I can mail it all of them except these last 3. So I'm going to say, now, okay, one note, I'm promoting 100% mailer. I don't want it to go out to 100% mailer. So you see here, 100% mailer, it's going to mail that mail to 2,572 members. Why mail 2,000 people and use 2,000 credits when they already belong to the site? You're not going to convince any of them to join. They already belong to it. And of course, it also makes me look stupid. So I'm going to uncheck that one because I don't want it to go to 100% mailer. I could promote something different at 100% mailer. I could promote Extreme Traffic System or any other offer, but I don't want it to go there. And now I approve it, and you can see it sent it at WebBiz Insider, and then it cloned it. So this just went out to probably 25,000 people, and I only put it in once. And there it is, and it will go out, and we'll start tomorrow because it's dated for tomorrow, and we'll start seeing the traffic and the signups coming in. So I'm done with WebBiz Insider, close it. Now, I do need to come back over here, and I need to mark all the sites that I mailed as today's date as when I last mailed them. So today is 2/22, so I should put 2/22. And you can see, and then I'm going to copy that, Control-C, and I'm going to go to all the sites I did mail. I did not mail at 100% mailer. I did not mail at, they're not in order. It wants to make my life hard. I like to think of them in the order that they were launched, and I thought they were in that order, so I got to be a little pickier. But I'm just selecting the area, and then I am dependable ads, power station traffic, and extreme traffic system. I haven't actually added extreme traffic system to this list. So you can see all these ones I changed to 2/22 now say I can next mail them on 2/23. Why? Because I'm a premium member, so I get to mail every 1 day. So see 1 day here, 2/22, next mail 2/23. Can I email today? Nope, because I already mailed. Now these, you notice some of these I actually, obviously, what I really need to put in here is 2/23. I didn't mail them today. I mailed them tomorrow. That's when I scheduled the mail. I won't be able to mail there again until 2/24. So I'm just going to fix that. And frankly, I already sent a mail of power station traffic, so it's mailed for 2/23 too. And of course, also dependable ads. So really, they should all be 2/23 because that's last mail, except 100% mailer, which hasn't been mailed yet. So I can still mail there. I can't mail at any of the rest. This is why if you want to use this spreadsheet for the system, you want to have me send it because it's got all these formulas that do these calculations in here. And I didn't need to earn credits at any of these, so I'm leaving them all earn credits now. Okay, so now I can continue on in my list here. So viral URLs, the next one. I just double check it. See, yep, it's going to 3,000 plus 11,456, so 14,000 members. That's the right subject line. This is the right body. These things are all fine. So I can go ahead and say send that mail. Wait a minute. Waiting. Again, if you want to be super efficient, you'd skip to the next window. You come back and check it later and make sure it went out. So it was successfully sent. So now I can go ahead. I can close that. I can go back to my spreadsheet and I can mark this one as 2/22. Now I can mail there every 4 days. So I won't be able to mail there again until the 26th. So if I come in here tomorrow, that's still going to be no. This is still going to be no, right? But other ones will be yes. So then whether this list of where can I mail today is determining where I'm sending the promotions that I planned on sending today. So now we'll go to List Joe. So List Joe is telling me that I can mail 1,000 people. So I got the right amount of credits. I put in, obviously this is my balance. I have 22,000 credits, but it's only going to use 1,000 of them because that's the limit they have for people of my membership level. 100% mailer, free ad, there's the text, send the message. Just make sure that it went out. And if you're wondering, in order to put into the spreadsheet how many days apart you're allowed to mail, it will often tell you after you send the mail. So after you send the mail on the confirmation page, it will say you're allowed to mail again in 3 days. So this is taking its time, so I'm going to skip. Okay, we'll come back to that one. So here we've got it all in here. How many credits? It says I can use up to 200. That sounds low. And I also want to send it to my downline members. So I probably need to earn credits there. So send. For some reason, the page came up as broke. but it went out. Okay, so that's been sent out. So I can look here and it says, see, it said it allows me to mail at one time every 72 hours. So you can see I can't mail again until then. So if I go back to the spreadsheet, that was email list pros. If I put in 2-22, you can see it's set for 3 days. So I won't be able to mail there again until the 25th. Let's go back here. List Joe did successfully finish. I checked, obviously it said I had 22,000 credits there, something like that. So I know I don't need to earn credits there. Do I need to earn credits here? I probably should check to be sure. So if I generally go back to the home page, different sites display how many credits you have in different places. Again, you get used to where to look for them. I'm trying to be efficient here, but mailer, it's going to just tell me I can't mail again. Home news, we already did that. Oh, it's right here. See, I told you to get used to it. 0 credits. So obviously I need to earn credits there now. So I'm going to mark for email list pros, or so, yeah, list Joe. I never marked that one, so let's mark that. Is now an earn credits, yes. So when I come back to earn credits in a separate sitting, never do it at the same time, then I will use this column to tell me where to go to earn credits. Okay, so we're done with that one, 0 credits. So this is Leads and Profits, which is another site, Frank Salina's site. Here I can email 300, which is I think what my membership level allows. Send it to my downline member, send. For some reason, again, it keeps showing that the connection's reset, but it did go out. And if I look here, I have 5,660 credits, so I definitely do not need to earn any credits there. I can only use them 300 at a time. So back to the spreadsheet, fix that. So that was Leads and Profit. I mailed there in 222, and earn credits stays as no. Next, Hercules. So submit regular mailer. So free members can send an ad daily to 1,000 members. That's what this list is here. And then over here, you can, if you have credits, you can use your credits to send here. So I'm going to use a regular mailing to submit this. It all looks right. Submit the ad. Successfully submitted. Now I can go back to the mailer again and see if I can use my credits to mail if I wanted. Which you can see over here. It says I can't submit, can submit regular mailer ad. No. Over here, I can still submit over here. So I could copy and paste in my subject line and my different items in here so that I could mail out over here too. You can see it actually now has some of this info saved. All I need is the ad body. So I'm going to come back here, copy the ad body, back over to Hercules, Control V, put my name on the end. So credits, to use 2 credits equals 1 member. I have 2,185 credits. So let's use 2,000 credits. That will mail 1,000 people and submit that ad. So now I've sent another email to 1,000 people from Hercules. So I've sent 2 emails for 2,000 people. And it says here, I can submit another ad in 9 hours. Now, my spreadsheet lists a day, and that's just because I'm not going to be coming back multiple times during the day to send multiple emails from any site. So if I come down here and I find Hercules, you can see it is marked as 1 day. I mailed there today, 222. I'll next be able to mail on 223. Teser mail here. As noted, I needed to earn credits, and now Hercules, I've used most of my credits there, so I will need to earn credits there too, so I'll leave that as a yes. So we're done with Hercules, and we've updated the spreadsheet. Back here to John Spritz, we take a look at this. That all looks good. That looks good. How many credits can I use? 500. I think that is the limit for, again, free members. So I'm going to say send. It's going to test my URL. Now, if a site comes back and it fails URL, just make a note in your spreadsheet, skip it, move on. Or if the site has a problem, it crashes, make a note in the spreadsheet, skip it, move on. You don't want to spend a lot of time sorting out problems if there's a problem. Now, this one, there wasn't any. Page pass check. The page should be loading here, and it's not. So I don't really like that, but off it goes. I know the site is good. Normally, I would just go and check and make sure, hey, is the site still up or whatever, but I know it is, so it's fine. So now I notice I did not have in the spreadsheet how often I'm allowed to mail at Jones Fritz. So I need to figure that out. So if I go back to the mailer and try to send a mail again, it's going to tell me you can send another mailing. Members are allowed to mail every 24 hours. So I'm going to go back to the spreadsheet and I'm going to say Jones Fritz is every 24 hours. So that's 1 day. I last emailed today, 2/22. So I'll next be able to email there tomorrow. And then I need to know, well, do I need credits? So I have 133 credits left now, not enough to be able to mail the full 500 that I was allowed to mail. So I need that one to stay as earned credits, yes. Okay, it's all just a system. You know, you're just going through the system, and the more sites you mail from, the more traffic you're going to get in return, and the more traffic you get if you're focusing on the best converting sites first, using a system like the spreadsheet and the best converting lists in your own tracking, then that's going to generate the most signups possible for the least effort possible. So you can see everything's in here. I got the URL, I've got this. I know I'm sending it to 5,000 people because that's what I'm allowed to send with my membership level. So I can go ahead and just say send mail now. Now, some require you to preview it. Some make it optional for you to preview it. I know it's good, so I'm just going to say send mail now. If you're not as cocky as I am, then you might want to go ahead and check it. So mail has been complete, put in the queue, be sent out shortly. So back to my spreadsheet. State-of-the-art mailer. I'm allowed to email every 3 days, those 5,000 people. So I'm going to put in here 2-22. Sorry for the dog here in the background. And do I need to earn credits there? No, because I just mailed 5,000 people that I'm allowed to mail. Sorry again about the dog barking here in the background. He's not a good dog. Okay, so I'll be able to mail here again in 3 days, right? So I can just close that and we'll go to Mailsy. So here's Mailsy, and here I've got my subject line, my body, my link. It says I can use up to 5,716. I don't think they'll actually let me mail that many. That's because that must be how many credits I have. Please include a minimum of 1 URL in the body of the mail. Well, that's interesting. Okay, well, we should do what they tell us. They know their system better than we do. So there, I've included the URL in the body of the mail. And now again, I could check it if I wanted to, but I'm just going to go ahead and say send it. And you can schedule it in advance here too, but I'm not going to do that either. Okay, URL's been validated. There it is. There's loading the way it's supposed to load. So confirm the site. That one's been sent. Okay, so now again, well, do I have any credits over there? I should probably go check that. I'm going to click on home. Let's see what it says. Yeah, see, it just says I have 22,000 credits. So I was only allowed to use 5,700, so I should be able to mail like 4 more times before I have to earn credits. So we'll come down here to Mailsy. And you see I don't have my days in here either, so I need to figure that out. Now, once you get the number of days between mails you're allowed, you only have to do that once, right? So when am I next allowed to mail? The best way to find out at most sites is to just try to mail again, and it will tell you. Mail every 120 hours. Okay, well, that is 5 days, right? 4 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes. So 5 days. So I go back to my spreadsheet. I put in 5 days. Okay, so I just sent my email from 9 sites directly. And of course, I used the speed mailer to be able to take that mail from going from 9 sites and send it actually to another 27 sites. So I just emailed more than 35 sites in this time that we've spent here, less than an hour. I emailed 35 sites. That's probably going to generate back for me somewhere between 500 and 1,000 visitors in this 1 hour. And if the conversions are really good on my offer, it should get me several signups. I've had as many as 7 or 8 signups for doing what I just did right now. So literally 1 hour of time put 7 or 8 people on my list. The reason it put 7 or 8 people on my list is because I followed a system that concentrated my effort on the sites where I was most likely to get the best results. That's those categorizations. Converting for me, best converting at the current launch, best converting from traffic-wise, most conversions from traffic-wise. Now, everybody has a different amount of time they can spend promoting their business and promoting their offers. So I could just continue down this list. And because the list is in order, you can see I'm down in the number 2s now, but I haven't even done all the number 2s yet. I could keep going down this list and just keep emailing from more and more and more places until I literally run out of time. Because you will run out of time before you run out of sites. It will take several hours if you wanted to mail 100 sites. And then if you factor in the fact that you have to earn credits at all those sites, of course, it takes even longer. So what really takes the time is earning credits. But the most important thing you can do, and why you need to do it first every day, is send the emails. Because you can earn, but it's not getting you any traffic until you send the email. So go through your sites, allocate a certain amount of time to your day, send your emails first. And in that process, keep track. Like now I know that when I come back later, I don't need to earn credits at any of these sites. I need to go and I need to earn credits here at Email List Pros so that the next time I'm allowed to mail on the 25th, I'll have credits to do it. Tezer Mail, I wasn't even able to mail today because I don't have credits. So I need to focus some energy to earn credits there. I need to earn credits at Herculist. I need to earn credits at Jones Fritz. I don't need to spend any time earning credits at Mailzy or State of the Art Mailer. That would be a waste of my time because I already have credits there. It also would be a waste of my time if I went and I earned credits at the last mailer. And I'm just pulling that one up here. Why? Because it's 107th on my list. I'm probably never going to get down and mail it. It's not in any of the priorities. It's not priority 1, 2, 3, or 4. So down here, you're really rolling the dice on any time you spend on sites that are not converting. And usually when you roll the dice, you lose. So keep that in mind. Just the amount of time that you have will determine the amount of traffic you can generate. Because when you're using Safelist, unless you bought upgrades and bought credits everywhere, when you're using Safelist, you're trading your time for traffic. And then you're sending that traffic to an offer like 100% mailer, which you think is going to be the most likely thing to turn that traffic into signups. So get out there and get to work and just focus your energy so that you're getting traffic, as much traffic as possible from the best converting sites possible. And if you want a copy of this spreadsheet, send me an email to matthew@justaskmatthew.ca, or you can leave a comment under this video wherever you're watching it if comments are allowed. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you learned from that how you can get more signups and sales for whatever online business you're promoting. Now, let's get back to work.